cheap. I got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, so what you gon' do? Stop playing with it. Exactly. You built like that.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
That's going to keep it on the option. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
4. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Demir Bird, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this street, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. On second down, Prescott again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. Yeah, he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they finally put it into this return. Now before it's all the way down to the 37. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
The pressure gets to him again. Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Michael Pilardi now. These two teams all tied after one.
The first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game. 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Over right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. From the 50, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. To the air. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gun, Eckler running it. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott from the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
King there defensively.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy.
And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ford, that got in there to bring him down. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the 1st half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cleveland Farrell coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Third and goal.
Now Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 17, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up there? Look at this, middle of the field, breakaway, touchdown, L.A. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Pushes him over. That's caught by Waller out left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Raiders 24. Chargers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Caught left side Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Yard gain brings up third and 6.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and 6. Got his connection complete